दास ठाकुर की, प्रेम से घोषी कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद की, श्री राधा कृष्ण गोप गोपीनाथ श्याम कुंड राधा कुंड गिरि गोवर्धन की, श्री गंगा माई की, जमुना माई की, मायापुर नवदीप धाम की, ब्रजभूमि मथुरा वृंदावन बरसाना धाम की, द्वारिकापुरी धाम की, पुरुषोत्तम क्षेत्र जगन्नाथपुरी धाम की, सामवेद गौर भक्त वृंद की, हरे कृष्ण महामंत्र की, श्री राधा खींच और गोपीनाथ की, श्री जगन्नाथ बलदेव सुभद्रा महारानी की, श्री श्रीनिताई सतजुता की, श्रील प्रभुपाद की, इताई गौर प्रेमानंदे. All glories to assembled devotees. All glories to assembled devotees. All glories to assembled devotees. All glories, all glories, all glories to Sri Guru and Sri Gauranga. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Pristhaya Bhutale. Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swaminiti Namine. Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine. Nirvishesh Shunyavadi Pashat Deshadarine. Srila Prabhupada ki.
Hare Krishna, dear devotees, please stay for the Circle of Influence for Tuesday Sangha. Good to see you. From where? What are you? Oh my God, really? Oh, Hare Krishna, welcome. Oh, so nice. Oh, so nice. Oh my God, me? Thank you. Yes. For Boxing Day specifically. Hare Krishna. Yeah, we can go closer. Yeah. Вы остаетесь? Да? Да. Вроде все нормально. Да, вы сейчас нам будут книжки раздать. Пицца. А можно вот туда? Сейчас. Окей. Oh, you have? Yeah. У вас есть пицца? Пицца с собой есть? Does everyone have Bhagavad Gita? No? Им просто надо раздавать, а потом в конце мы их собираем. Так. Только быстро, чтобы я тебя не искала. Maybe a little bit, right? We have enough. Hare Krishna, dear devotees. Welcome to the Circle of Influence. Circle of Influence, please come closer so that I can see everyone, is our Tuesday Sangha. We conduct it weekly at 6:30 p.m. And at our Tuesday Sanghas, we go deeply into Bhagavad Gita. We read it together, we discuss it, and you have an opportunity to ask questions and get enlightened. So for those who haven't seen me before, my name is Vraja Lalana. Nice to meet you. Is there anyone here who haven't heard of Bhagavad Gita before? Please raise your hand. You? Okay, perfect. 2 people. Excellent. Is there anyone here who haven't chanted Maha Mantra before? Okay, congratulations. Thank you for coming. Amazing. So, who was here at the last session? Please raise your hand. Okay, you were. Okay. Can you, in a couple of words, summarize what you remember from the last session? And you can speak up because we have only one mic today. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And responsibilities, right? Duties. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Right. So, yeah. Oh, yes. So, in other words, we have to perform our duties, right? But we shouldn't pay attention to happiness and distress, victory or loss. And who can tell me why? Why shouldn't we be paying attention? Why should we focus on performing our duty well and not thinking whether it's going to be happiness or distress at the end? Anything? Yes, please. Yeah. 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 Yes. Yeah. So happiness and distress is a result of our reaction. Correct. And this reaction comes from where? Who reacts? Yeah. So if the supersoul doesn't sanction it, there is no happiness or distress. Is that what you're saying? Uh-huh. Yeah. Yeah. But who reacts? So we have soul, we have mind, and we have ego. When we are speaking about happiness or distress, whose reaction is it? It's mind's reaction, right? So because mind is likes and dislikes. And when we do devotional service, it is above the mind. That's why it is said, we are reading now chapter 2, and in chapter 2 it is said that devotional service is purifying. And when we perform our duties and dedicate it to the Lord, it becomes devotional service. So devotional service is above the mind. Therefore, we shouldn't be paying to the mind's happiness or distress when we perform devotional service, because during the devotional service, our mind becomes purified. Okay? And we're going to start, before we start reading Bhagavad Gita, we do one round of Maha Mantra. So who can tell me why we're doing Maha Mantra? What is the Maha Mantra? Yes? Uh-huh. Yeah. 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 Correct. So these are the words of Maha Mantra. So why are we chanting Maha Mantra?
Because it's prescribed by Lord Chaitanya for Kali Yuga.
Yeah, as the only medicine for the mind, right? It purifies the mind. And it's one of the most purifying methods of devotional service, right? This is the Maha Mantra. Speaking about Maha Mantra, before we start chanting it, I would like to give you a little bit of an explanation. Actually, I will read from the Nectar of Instruction. It's a great book, which if you can read, you will deepen your, first of all, knowledge and focus on the meaning of the mantra and devotional service. So I will read for you the text number 3. And text number 3 speaks about the 6 principles that are favorable for the execution of the pure devotional service. In other words, what can help us to chant Maha Mantra with more purity, focus, and concentration, and gain that deep purification. There are 6 principles favorable to the execution of pure devotional service. So number 1 is being enthusiastic. So who is here enthusiastic? All of you, because you're here. All of you, perfect. Second, endeavoring with confidence. Did you endeavor with confidence to come here? Yes? Okay, great. So we are following it. Being patient. Great, right? Being patient. So when we chant Maha Mantra, we need to be patient because our body says, oh, let's distract, let's do this, let's think about this, right? But we continue being patient. Acting according to regulative principles such as Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu, Smaranam, which means hearing, chanting, and remembering Krishna. And this is the principle of the Maha Mantra, because when we chant, we remember the Lord, we think about Him, we pronounce His name. And then number 5, abandoning the association of non-devotees. Why do you think we need to abandon the association? And what association means in your mind? What is it? Of non-devotees. So let's start with association. What is the association? When we speak about association, what is it? What does it mean to associate with someone? To surrender. Okay. Any another idea?
Anything or any service or anybody who takes us closer to Krishna in devotional service.
So what is the meaning of association? When we associate with someone, we do what? We do the same thing together. Okay. Anything? We get relationship with them. What else? How do we get relationship with them? By talk. Exchange energies. Yeah, how do we exchange energies? This is a good point. With our thoughts. So we exchange the thoughts, opinions, energies. If people are non-devotees, what happens to us after this association? After that exchange, what's going to happen to us? That's right. So our energy changes. Their energy will be good because they associate with you. But our energy becomes, right? Right. So what is the solution here? We cannot get close to people because we are also the preachers. We are the givers of the holy name. We cannot say no to people because we are distributing the mercy of Lord Chaitanya. We're giving them Bhagavad Gita. We're giving them the holy name. We're giving them the knowledge that saves life. So how to communicate to them? If it's not association, then what? Okay, so association means opening your heart and taking the opinion deeply into your heart. If we are not opening our hearts but giving instead, so we can give prasadam, we can give the holy name, we can give the book, we can give the knowledge, we can invite them to the temple. This is how we can do good to them. But for our devotional service, we need to have the boundaries. We need to take care of our devotional service. So we associate with devotees. And for others, we share the knowledge. We help them to become devotees. It means abandoning association. Association means you're equal, like you're making friends. It means you're inviting to your place, you're opening up your heart, you ask for their opinion. Yeah, so that's the thing. This is association. Yeah, but if you, for example, talk to them, you speak about Krishna, you share the knowledge, it's service. It's not association. You're serving. You're serving the Lord, yeah, because they're spiritual. I mean, all of us are spirit souls. So this is a very important point. Following in the footsteps of the previous acharyas. So who is our previous acharya? Srila Prabhupada, yes. And we are following in his footsteps, and by following him, we are following all of the parampara. Okay? And there are 6 principles, and these 6 principles undoubtedly assure the complete success for pure devotional service. And if you want to read more, just get the book and continue. There is a deep explanation what it means, how to act on a daily basis. I definitely recommend, if you get Bhagavad Gita in this book, you're fully packed. This is Nectar of Instruction. Yeah, and it refers to Bhagavad Gita, Srimad Bhagavatam, so you will understand the devotional service on a practical level. Now, with this in mind, when we know about the 6 principles of devotional service, let's chant 1 round of Maha Mantra. And Maha means big, man, mind, tra, purification. So now we will engage our body, our mind in the process of purifying our consciousness. Do your best to do it with full attention, concentration, and chant it in the way that you hear each other. So this is the chanting, because you are chanting, you're listening to yourself, and when someone else is chanting, you're listening to that person, and that helps you to focus more on the sound of Maha Mantra. And for those who don't know the Maha Mantra, here are the words. Okay, Hare Krishna, let's begin. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Mahamantra ki jai. Thank you so much for this wonderful meditation. It was so blissful. Hare Krishna. Let's give our obeisances to Srila Prabhupada. Namom Vishnupadaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimati Bhaktivedanta Swami Iti Namine Namaste Saraswati Devi Guravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine. Hare Krishna. So we continue reading chapter 2 of Bhagavad Gita. You have the book? No? Okay. Thank you, Prabhu. Thank you so much. Sorry for late. No. Okay. Stay with us. A little bit. We're gonna read together. Yeah? Okay. You okay with the mic? Yeah? Okay. So what we're gonna do? We're gonna continue reading Bhagavad Gita. Today we will read from text number 41 of chapter 2, and we're gonna take turns. We're gonna start from this side, if you don't mind, okay? So text 31 of chapter 2. Sorry, 41. We read Sanskrit translation, and then one paragraph per person. Yes, 41. Okay, I can do text 41, and then we will go person by person, okay? Vyavasa yatmika buddhi ekeha kuru nandana bahu sakha hyanandascha buddhayo vyavasayinam. Translation. Those who are on this path are resolute in purpose, and their aim is one, or beloved child of the Kurus. The intelligence of those who are irresolute is many-branched. Purport. A strong faith that by Krishna consciousness one will be elevated to the highest perfection of life is called Vyavasayatmika, or intelligence. The Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhya Lila 22.62 states, Shadha, Shabhe, Vishvasa Kahe, Shudridha Nishchaya, Krishna Bhakti Kaile Sarva Karma Krita Haya. Faith means inflicting trust in something sublime. When one is engaged in the duties of Krishna consciousness, he need not act in relationship to the material world with obligations to family traditions, humanity, or nationality. Fruitive activities are the engagements of one's reactions from past good or bad deeds. In other words, our karma is a result of our past good or bad actions. And this becomes our fruitive activities. When one is awake in Krishna consciousness, he need no longer endeavor for good results in his activities. And engaging in Krishna consciousness means what for us? Devotional service, dedicating our results to the Lord. So we are acting and we get the results, right? So what do we do with those results? We dedicate them to the Lord. Does everyone know how to do that? How to dedicate the results? Surrender is a very high level. Yeah, and we are aiming at it. But now on a daily basis, for example, you're doing sports. and you're getting good health, how can you dedicate? So the result of the sport is good health, right? How can you dedicate it to the Lord? Yes.
I think good health will give you stamina to do more devotional service, maybe to go to the temple more often.
That's right. So you get this material result and you transform it into spiritual practice. It becomes devotional service. When it becomes devotional service, it's karma free. But if it's not devotional service, what happens? You get strong and you can spend this health for something else. Watching movies, eating sweets, etc. And then in that case, we're going to enjoy good or bad results. It becomes karma because it's not devotion. You see? Yeah. Or for example, what else? Let's take, you're listening to the music that gives you good mood. And good mood is a result. What can you do with this result?
Enjoy devotional service instead of doing it like a ritual, just actually have fun.
Yeah, for example, with good mood gives good concentration. It gives good attention. You can read Bhagavad Gita, for example, right? And you make this good mood, again, a devotional service because you dedicate that result to the Lord. And every time when you do something, you say, "Dear Lord, I'm doing it for you, and I want to use this result." That's how. Okay? So, yeah. So Krishna consciousness,
Like
yeah,
in every activity, like for example, you start performing good in sports, and over a period of time you're building stamina.
Yeah.
So like every time you feel that strength in you,
uh-huh.
should you be consciously telling yourself that
Yeah.
I should use this?
Take prasadam, please. Just a second.
That I,
Please take one back. Thank you for coming. Come again, okay? Yeah. Thank you so much. Yes. Could you please repeat your question?
yeah. So what is it audible? Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So what I'm trying to say is, on a daily basis,
Mm-hmm.
we may end up doing a lot of good deeds,
Yeah.
and we feel the good results.
Yeah.
And as you said that we should dedicate the good results to the Lord.
Yeah.
So my question is, every day, every time, should we be consciously telling ourselves that this good result, I should be dedicating it back?
Yeah, so this is what's called Krishna consciousness. When you, we will also read about it in chapter 12. Chapter 12 explain it in a very detail. Chapter 3, chapter 5 will tell us about karma yoga. But yes, Krishna consciousness means being aware that I'm first of all a spirit soul. And the body is using the energy of the soul because the symptom of the soul is consciousness, which gives us energy. Our body is using this energy. So now we have a choice. Do we want to accumulate karma and participate in birth, death, disease, and old age? Or we want to go back to Godhead? If we want to go back to Godhead, we develop Krishna consciousness. We remind ourselves, I'm a spirit soul. And the body is my instrument. What can I do with this result that I'm getting with the help of this body? How can I serve the Lord? How can I be conscious of my soul all the time? This is Krishna consciousness. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you for a good question. Okay. Let's continue. So when one is situated in Krishna consciousness, all activities are on the absolute plane, for they are no longer subject to dualities like good and bad. What does it mean, subject to dualities? Duality is what? Yeah. Yeah, and happiness and distress is a result of what? Karma. Yeah, actions. Yeah, yes, actions. They bring us what? The result. This result gives us what? The mood, happiness, or distress, and we get stuck there, right? So Krishna consciousness is above all of this. Okay, absolute platform. Yeah. The highest perfection of Krishna consciousness is renunciation of the material conception of life. But can we do it artificially? Renounce material activities? No. No. Yeah. By the process of purification, it happens naturally. Because we get a higher taste. There is also a book called Higher Taste by Srila Prabhupada. We get a higher taste. The state is automatically achieved by progressive Krishna consciousness, automatically. So we shouldn't worry about it. We just need to focus on Krishna consciousness. That's all we need. Okay, so let's start from this side and second paragraph. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Good to see you.
The resolute purpose of a person in Krishna consciousness is based on knowledge. Vasudeva sarvam iti sa mahatma sudurlabha. A person in Krishna consciousness is the rare good soul who knows perfectly that Vasudeva or Krishna is the root of all manifested causes. As by watering the root of a tree, one automatically distributes water to the leaves and branches, so by acting in Krishna consciousness, one can render the highest service to everyone, namely self, family, society, country, humanity, etc. If Krishna is satisfied by one's actions, then everyone will be satisfied.
And that's a very, very good point. If Krishna is satisfied, and Krishna is first of all in our heart. Remember, we have a super soul and we have a soul. So super soul, Hare Krishna, thank you for coming. So super soul is Paramatma. And Krishna, right? We all belong to the Lord. We are all parts and parcels of the Lord. If Krishna is satisfied, what happens to us? All of us are satisfied. And it's a good, very good example. If we put the water to the roots of the tree grows, right? What if we put the water on the leaves? Nothing happens, right? So the root is our Krishna consciousness. That's how we grow. It's the same as we have a stomach, and the stomach is the distributor of food all over our body. If we try to eat with our hand, it won't happen. We have to give it to the stomach. That's why we're giving to the devotional service. We're acting Krishna consciousness. We make the Lord happy. Everyone becomes happy. Yeah, thank you. Okay, second paragraph.
Service in Krishna consciousness is, however, best practiced under the able guidance of a spiritual master who is a bona fide representative of Krishna, who knows the nature of the student and can guide him to act in Krishna consciousness. As such, to be well versed in Krishna consciousness, one has to act firmly and obey the representative of Krishna, and one should accept the instruction of a bona fide spiritual master as one's mission in life. Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur's instructs us in the famous prayers of the spiritual master as follows: Yasya prasada bhagavat prasado, Yasya prasadana kati kutopi, Danyan swatam tasya, Yasya tri sadhyanam vande guru Shri Charanarvindam. By satisfaction of the spiritual master, the Supreme Personality of Godhead becomes satisfied. And by not satisfying the spiritual master, there is no chance of being promoted to the plane of Krishna consciousness. I should therefore meditate and pray for his mercy 3 times a day and offer my respectful obeisances unto him, my spiritual master.
Thank you so much. So our spiritual master, first of all, is Srila Prabhupada. So by making him happy, by satisfying him, by reading his book, Srila Prabhupada wanted us to read his book, to give the books to others, to chant the Mahamantra. We make the spiritual master happy. It's not difficult. All we need to do is to do it with attention, with our heart and love and devotion. Thank you.
The whole process, however, depends on the perfect knowledge of the soul beyond the conception of the body, not theoretically but practically. When there is no longer a chance of sense gratification manifested in fruitive activities. One who is not firmly fixed in mind is diverted by various types of fruitive acts.
Yes. So if the mind is not fixed properly on Krishna consciousness or devotional service, then there will be a lot of different distractions. So we need to make an effort until the mind is purified, gets spiritualized, and once the mind gets the taste of the Maha Mantra, of the devotional service, gets its purity, it automatically focuses. Yeah, because Krishna also says in Bhagavad Gita that I am the mind, I am the purity of the mind. Yeah.
Yam imam pushpitam vacham pravadante avipashyata veda vada ratha partha nayad astiti vadinaha kamatmana swargapara janma karma phala pradam kriya vishesha bhulam bhogashraya gatim prati. Men of small knowledge are very much attracted to the flowery word of the Vedas, which recommend various fruitative activities for elevation to heavenly planets, resultant good birth, power, and so forth. Being desirous of sense gratification and opulent life, they say that there is nothing more than this.
Purport? Yeah, first paragraph.
People in general are not very intelligent, and due to their ignorance, they are most attached to the fruitative activities recommended in the Karma Kand portion of the Vedas. They do not want anything more than sense gratifactory proposals for enjoying life in heaven, where wine and women are available and material opulence is very common. In the Vedas, many sacrifices are recommended for elevation to the heavenly planets, especially the Jyotistoma sacrifices. In fact, it is stated that anyone desiring elevation to heavenly planets must perform these sacrifices, and men with a poor fund of knowledge think that this is the whole purpose of Vedic wisdom. It is very difficult for such inexperienced persons to be situated in the determined action of Krishna consciousness. As fools are attached to the flowers of the poisonous trees without knowing the results of such attractions, unenlightened men are similarly attracted by such heavenly opulence and the sense enjoyment thereof.
Thank you. So why is it called unintelligent to be attached to the heavenly opulence? Question to everyone. Why is it unintelligent? Yeah, because it also has birth, death, right? It will come to an end. It doesn't take us anywhere. We're still in this material world. Yeah, it will bring us back here, basically, once our karma is exhausted. Material factor.
It leads to materialistic
Mm-hmm.
living. And in Vedas, it is suggested that in Kali Yuga, only Nam can make us reach the Lord.
Yeah.
As it is said, Harer Nam, Harer Nam, Harer Nam eva kevalam, klau nasteva, nasteva, nasteva gatiranyata. Hari Nam is the only thing that can make us reach Krishna. So
That's right. And this is the intelligent choice,
yes.
right? Yes. Thank you. Hare Krishna. Thank you. Mhm.
Should we start?
Yeah.
In the Karma Kanda section of the Vedas, it is said, Apma, Somam, Amrata, Abhuma, and Akshyam Ha Vai Chaturmasaya Yajina Sukratam Bhavati. In the other words, those who perform the favor month's penance become eligible to drink the Soma Rasa beverages to become immortal and happy forever. Even on this earth, some are very eager to have Soma Rasa to become strong and fit to enjoy sense gratifications. Such persons have no faith in liberation from material bondage, and they are very much attached to the pompous ceremonies of Vedic sacrifices. They are generally sensual and they do not want anything other than the heavenly pleasures of life. It is understood that there are gardens called Nandana Kanana in which there is good opportunity for association with angelic beautiful women and having a profuse supply of somarasa wine. Such bodily happiness is certainly sensual, therefore, there are those who are purely attached to such material temporary happiness as Lord of the material world.
Thank you. So, what happens to our senses if, just to the senses, not exactly to ours, right? If a person experiences such a high pleasure, yeah.
They say you crave what you eat, so the more of it you get, the more of it you'll crave, the more, like she said, you'll get bound, and then there is no way you'll think of, like
Yeah.
he said, like the Harinam, you won't. It's
Yeah.
not.
So when this such big pleasure is available, what happens? Because it's a material world that has a beginning and end. What happens when it ends?
You come back again. I mean,
But what happens with the consciousness? Is it easy to overcome big loss or small loss? Big pleasure, big loss.
you're attached to it, you can't get over it. You
Yeah.
even after that you want it again.
That's right. So what's going to happen on an emotional level?
You'll always feel empty. You'll never be satisfied.
Or fear of losing it. Fear, big fear. Yeah, that's the cause of anxiety. Yeah, the higher the pleasure, the higher the cause of anxiety, of not getting it again. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Come closer. Here. Oh, you like it there? Yeah? Okay. Oh, okay.
It's a little offbeat here, but if you don't mind, you know, we keep talking about women and pleasure and wine
Uh-huh.
and men, men in general, I mean, with due respect, you know, looking forward to these pleasures in this world, it is condemned because it takes them away from their spiritual path.
Yeah.
But then why is the same association with the heaven, you know? If you do this, that, you go to heaven and there you will get the same women and wine. So
That's right. That's a good question. Why is not enough, right? Why is it not enough?
I
Yeah,
mean,
because
why,
Krishna.
why is it okay to enjoy that once you seek your path to heaven, you know? In
Why is it
heaven
okay to enjoy it in the heavenly planets?
Yeah, I mean, it should not be okay anywhere, you know? I am very sorry, but I feel
Yeah,
very...
yeah, it's called good karma because they are, okay, I will speak like this. Everything we have, like it's a quota that is given to us. So if you have $1 million, it's your quota. You can spend it during one day, or you can distribute through your life, or you can spiritualize it. For example, you buy food, you make prasadam, you give it to people, and you don't spend your karma at all. You make it spiritual. It becomes devotional service. So for them, they accumulate so much good karma, and they spend it. It's just spending.
No, but like, I mean, whatever karma you do,
Yeah.
why should you be getting angels in the heaven? I don't know.
Yeah, there is a hierarchy of karma, good karma. This is how it's arranged, right? This is the level. This is the highest level of pleasure because they've been probably. So who is born on the heavenly planets? So people who, like creatures who performed austerities. So they have very good. They accumulated a lot of piety, good results, and they go there. And they enjoy it there. But once they finish it, they go back. And it's, we will, yeah. It's like a vacation, Bahamas.
Makes
Yeah,
sense.
that's
Okay,
it.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Let's continue.
Text 44?
Yeah.
Yeah. भोगतेश्वर्या पराक्षतान्मां तया पर्ता चेतशं व्यावसात्मिका बुद्धिस्मातो न विद्यते. In the minds of those who are too attached to sense enjoyment and material opulence and who are bewildered by such things, the resolute determination for devotional service to the Supreme Lord does not take place.
Okay, so in other words, if a person is very much attached, what is he missing? What is missing?
Krishna's pastimes, devotional service.
He's missing determination. He doesn't have determination. So later on, we will read in chapter 18 that the mind is controlled by determination. If we want to control the mind, sometimes it is impure and we cannot purify it over one day. But if we are determined, we can control it. And we engage ourselves through our determination. Like you've been determined today, you came here. So your determination brought you here. Yeah, that's a very important thing.
Samadhi means fixed mind. The Vedic dictionary, the Nirkuti says, Samyagadhyate sminin atma tattva yathamitmyam. When the mind is fixed for understanding the self, it is said to be in samadhi. Samadhi is never possible for persons interested in material sense enjoyments and bewildered by such temporary things. They are more or less condemned by the process of material energy.
Yeah, so they cannot be in samadhi. Why? Because they are very disturbed. Their senses are disturbed. Okay, let's continue. 47.
Text
45.
45. Trigunya Vishaya Veda Nistrigunya Bhavarjuna Nirdvando Nitya Sattvastho Niryogakshema Atmavan. The Vedas deal mainly with the subject of the three modes of material nature. O Arjun, become transcendental to these three modes. Be free from all dualities and all anxieties for gain and safety, and be established in the self.
So does everyone know what are the modes of material nature? Can someone explain what is the modes of material nature? Does everyone?
Goodness, passion.
So there are three modes. Yeah, okay.
Goodness, passion, and ignorance.
And what does each mean?
So, goodness is like who do pious activities and who are situated in good karma.
Yeah. And they are attached to?
Deities mainly,
No, they're attached to knowledge.
knowledge.
Yeah, and happiness, feeling of happiness. Yeah, why? Otherwise, goodness wouldn't be called material if there is no attachment, right? So it's also material. Yeah. How about passion? What are they attached to? Body. Yeah. Well, what else?
They want more and more, like money or fame, or
Yeah.
they are always hankering for
Hankering.
something.
Yeah, they are very much attached to the results of the activities. They feel it's never enough. And ignorance? Ignorance. Ignorance. What does it mean, ignorance?
For them, it's like what is right is wrong for them, and wrong is right for them.
They cannot distinguish between right and wrong. So they're lacking knowledge, absolutely. They're not attached to knowledge. They're opposite to goodness, so they're attached to what? Sleep. What else? They're lazy. Laziness. So they're absolutely opposite. So if goodness is plus, the ignorance is absolutely opposite. Okay? And here it is said, Arjuna, all right, become transcendental to these three modes. What does that mean? Yeah. Yeah.
So you're not really attached to anything except, like even in the Mahamudra we request to be in service of the Lord. That's all you really care about. And
Yeah.
I don't like even in the that Kartik Mass, what was that Ashtakam that was Damodar Ashtakam, there is a line that says that I don't really care about being promoted to Golok Dham as
Yeah.
long as your pastimes are in my vision.
Yeah.
You're not even attached to that ultimate goal of moksha or transcendental bliss.
Then now I have a question. All of us have different modes, right? How can we engage our passion, for example, in the service of the Lord? How can we engage our passion? Like passion means attachment to the results. How can we engage that attachment in the service of the Lord. Okay, but imagine you're doing it in passion. What would be the passion then? Mm-hmm. Any example? Yeah, but how to do it? This is the question. Hold on, one by one. You have the answer or no? No? What is it? By being part of kirtan? Groups, okay. Uh-huh. And again, I'll repeat, passion means I'm attached to the result. Attached to the result. So if I want to cook prasadam, I want to cook it perfect. I'm attached to it. And if I don't cook it perfect, I'll be angry. This is passion. Mm-hmm. For the pleasure of the Lord. For the pleasure of the Lord. Yeah. Yeah. Or another thing, like for example, people who like, yeah, one more. Uh-huh. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. You want, it means you want to see, right? Familiar people. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. So I will repeat, passion is an attachment, right? You are attached to something and you get dissatisfied, angry if you're not getting it. Not so much, because if you love the Lord, you will do it. Yeah. So passion, for example, I will give you an example. I want to read 30 pages of Bhagavad Gita. And I think it's a good result for me. For example, right? But then how can I dedicate it to the Lord? I'm doing it for you, dear Lord. So I'm using my passion when I read Bhagavad Gita.
Using the passion
In the mode of goodness. Not even in the mode of goodness. You're just using it for the Lord. Yes, for the Lord. Yeah. So take, like, for example, any result that you want and make it for the Lord.
As Mataji said, we dress up like dhoti, kurta.
Yeah.
We don't do it for ourselves. We do
Yeah.
it in a sattvic way for the Lord.
For the Lord.
We cook prasadam, we eat prasadam. Before eating, we offer that to the Lord.
Mm-hmm. It is an element of passion. Yeah. It is for the Lord. Yeah. Yeah. Because otherwise, like for example, how it is not for the Lord. I want to read certain amount of pages and I think I'm proud of it. This is my attachment. I'm not trying to make the Lord happy. This is my attachment. And if I didn't make those 30 pages a day, I will be angry at myself. So this is pure material mode. But if I say, I have this passion, I cannot get rid of it now, but I would like to dedicate it to you, dear Lord. And I'm doing it for the Lord. That's it. I'm doing, okay, I'm so passionate. And this passion helps me actually to read Bhagavad Gita daily. That's it. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like when I come to temple, I'm going to temple because it makes me happy. That's like material way of thinking.
It's goodness. It's goodness. Yeah.
If I say I'm going to temple, that
Yeah.
God will be happy,
Yeah.
then I'm doing it for Krishna.
You're doing it for the Lord. Yes. It becomes Krishna consciousness. Yeah. Yeah. So basically every mode you can, if you go to bed like with sleep, it's ignorance. But why do we go to bed on time? To wake up early. We're doing it for the Lord. So we're using this ignorance. But if we stay late, we cannot wake up in the morning. Then it doesn't serve. Yeah.
I would like to add few things. I think most of the things we are doing it in. I think most of the things we are doing are in the mode of passion only, and we are doing it for the Lord, so we are making it for the mode of goodness. For example, let's suppose I like dancing a lot. And here I come and visit, let's suppose I visit Maharaj, and Maharaj told me to lead a kirtan or something like that.
Yeah.
Lead a dancer. So
Yeah.
that's a mode of goodness. I have to eat for myself, but then not just because of it, as Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, think me as a taste of water. So instead of just eating the food, I just offer it to Krishna first and then eat again the same thing, Mataji too.
Yeah.
Let's suppose I like acting a lot. Instead of just acting for other reason, I'll just start, acting for some performances. Let's suppose on Prabhupada or few performances from Chaitanya Charanamrit.
Yeah.
For example, Maharaj has a lot of good performances, Witness Gopal and all the other performances.
Yeah.
So
Oh, for
that's a mode
example-
of passion. But
Yeah, yeah.
we convert it in
You
the
convert
goodness.
it. You convert it in devotional state. Like, so for example, there are people who like beautiful clothes. They like to be bright. And they like to dance. They like attention. Okay, go for Harinam.
Exactly.
That's it. Go, dance, play, attract people. Give them,
Exactly.
Books.
I would like to add up a few things too.
yeah.
As we play instruments, right?
Yeah.
We could just go out somewhere, right? And get a couple of gigs
Yeah.
and perform that for people who are drunk.
Yeah,
Instead of that, we can just perform here for Krishna,
that's it.
right?
Yes.
And just convert that mode of passion into more of goodness.
Not
in the
even a
service
mode of goodness,
mo-
into service.
Into the service
Into
of
the service.
Lord.
Yeah.
And also make Vaishnavas happy, right?
Make everyone happy.
Make everyone happy.
Yeah. And when you make it for the Lord, what happens to our feelings? Can we get angry at ourselves if something,
No, not at all.
like if I'm not beautiful enough or I didn't dance well enough?
No.
It doesn't give us
Doesn't
this
really matter.
toxic, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, feelings. This is the difference. Yeah.
Today, some of the devotees, we went to Old City Hall to chant the Maha Mantra and give out some.
Oh,
books.
congratulations. Yeah.
Yeah, and
Edible.
I've noticed there was a lot of passion while we were chanting.
Yeah.
And I realized, when we got attention from people passing by, we were happy. Like it kind of added fuel to our fire to keep going.
Yeah.
So I guess we were kind of attached to like people that were responsive, but then when people didn't really respond, it was just like, it kind of
Sadness? No?
yeah,
Sadness.
but so we
Yeah.
we reacted to people's reactions. in a
That's
way.
why Sankirtana is very purifying. When we go for Sankirtana or for Harinam, and because being in passion, being in ignorance, or being in goodness, it's a habit. And we get attached, right? And because of this habit, we get the emotion. So once the emotion is there, we can understand, oh, I am on the material platform. Let me dedicate it to the Lord. Doesn't matter. I'm detached from the results. Because each mode represents a result. When we attach to the result, it's no longer spiritual. But when we do it for the Lord to make Him happy, this becomes spiritual. So you acting at Sankirtana, it makes the Lord happy. This is spiritual. Yeah. Thank you so much. Is it clear? Yeah. Okay, let's continue.
All material activities involve actions and reactions in the three modes of material nature. They are meant for fruitive results which cause bondage in the material world. The Vedas deal mostly with fruitive activities to gradually elevate the general public from the field of sense gratification to a position on the transcendental plane. Arjuna, as a student and friend of Lord Krishna, is advised to raise himself to the transcendental position of Vedanta philosophy, where in the beginning there is Brahma Jignasa, or questions on the supreme transcendence. All the living entities who are in the material world are struggling very hard for existence. For them, the Lord, after creation of the material world, gave the Vedic wisdom advising how to live and get rid of the material entanglement. When the activities for sense gratification, namely the Karma Kanda chapter, are finished, Then the chance for spiritual realization is offered in the form of Upanishads, which are part of different Vedas, as the Bhagavad Gita is a part of the fifth Veda, namely the Mahabharata. The Upanishads mark the beginning of transcendental life.
Perfect. Thank you. Let's continue.
As long as the material body exists, there are actions and reactions in the material modes. One has to learn tolerance in the face of dualities such as happiness and distress, or cold and warmth, and by tolerating such dualities become free from anxieties regarding gain and loss. This transcendental position is achieved in full Krishna consciousness, when one is fully dependent on the good will of Krishna.
Yes, so in other words, our body is a result of the three modes of material nature, of our karma. And all of the happiness and distress, which is given by the body, and there are three types of problems that a living entity can experience in life. These are the problems from the body, from the mind, the problems from other living entities, and from the nature itself. So speaking about the body, we need to tolerate our body, which is a result of our past, which brings us happiness and distress. And by tolerating it, we need to focus again on Krishna consciousness, on purification of our mind, of soul, on not the mind, consciousness. And by doing this, we gain purity and actual real happiness, which is called transcendental. Yeah. So basically, we all need to learn how to tolerate our own body. Okay. All right. So 46, right?
Yeah. Yavan artha yudapani savarata sambodhadate.
Mataji, you can pass the mic. Yeah, we are doing paragraph by paragraph.
46?
46.
Java arth uday pane sarvata sampluto dake tva sarvesu vedusu brahmanasya vijanayata. All purposes served by a small well can at once be served by a great reservoir of water. Similarly, all the purposes of the Vedas can be served to one who knows the purpose behind them. The rituals and sacrifices mentioned in the Karma Kanda division of the Vedic literature are meant to encourage gradual development of self-realization. And the purpose of self-realization is clearly stated in the 15th chapter of the Bhagavad Gita. The purpose of studying the Vedas is to know Lord Krishna, the primeval cause of everything. So self-realization means understanding Krishna and one's eternal relationship with him. The relationship of the living entities with Krishna is also mentioned in the 15th chapter of Bhagavad Gita. The living entities are parts and parcels of Krishna. Therefore, revival of Krishna consciousness by the individual living entity is the highest perfectional stage of Vedic knowledge. This is confirmed in Srimad Bhagavatam as follows. Aho batasva pakho tu grahiyan yahi jigyare vartate nama tabhayam tapas te juhu samur arya brahman nasur nama granati yete. O my Lord, a person who is chanting your holy name, although born of a low family like that of a Kandala, a dog eater, is situated on the highest platform of self-realization. Such a person must have performed all kinds of penances and sacrifices according to Vedic rituals and studied the Vedic literatures many, many times after taking his bath in all the holy places of pilgrimage. Such a person is considered to be the best of the Aryan family. So one must be intelligent enough to understand the
next
purpose
paragraph.
of the Vedas.
Yeah, someone else will read. It's the next paragraph. Thank you so much. Yeah. So all of us are engaged in the what? What is our engagement now? We're engaged in developing our relationship with the Lord. Because our self-realization is impossible without Him. If we don't know Him, we don't know ourselves as a spiritual souls. How can we establish this relationship? So the whole Bhagavad Gita is spoken because Arjuna in chapter 1, he's experiencing material emotions. He's not self-realized. So in chapter 2, now Krishna is teaching Arjuna this process of self-realization. He introduces the soul, the activities, now Krishna consciousness, so that Arjuna can realize that he's a spirit soul and he has eternal relationships with the Lord. And that's an example for us because Arjuna is already pure soul. He doesn't need to be purified. Yes, what is your question?
Oh, I was just looking at the glossary. I was going to ask what's an Aryan family?
Mm-hmm.
It's a civilized follower of Vedic culture, one whose goal is spiritual advancement. I answered my own question.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
Okay.
Okay, so one must be intelligent enough to understand the purpose of the Vedas without being attached to the rituals only, and must not desire to be elevated to the heavenly kingdoms for a better quality of sense gratification. It is not possible for the common man in this age to follow all the rules and regulations of the Vedic rituals, nor it is possible to study all the Vedanta and the Upanishads thoroughly. It requires much time, energy, knowledge, and resources to execute the purpose of the Vedas. This is hardly possible in this age. The best purpose of Vedic culture is served, however, by chanting the holy name of the Lord as recommended by Lord Chaitanya, the deliverer of all fallen souls. When Lord Chaitanya was asked by a great Vedic scholar, Prakashanda Saraswati, why he, the Lord, was chanting the holy name of the Lord like a sentimentalist instead of studying Vedanta philosophy, the Lord replied that his spiritual master had found him to be a great fool and thus asked him to chant the holy name of Lord Krishna. He did so and became ecstatic like a madman. In this age of Kali, most of the population is foolish and not adequately educated to understand Vedanta philosophy. The best purpose of Vedanta philosophy is served by inoffensively chanting the holy name of the Lord. Vedanta is the last word in Vedic wisdom, and the author and knower of the Vedanta philosophy is Lord Krishna. The highest Vedantist is the great soul who takes pleasure in chanting the holy name of the Lord. That is the ultimate purpose of Vedic mysticism.
Yes. So the highest pleasure, right, for the Lord, for the great soul, is to chant the holy name. So for the the one who takes the highest pleasure in chanting the holy name is the highest Vedantist. So our focus should be on increasing this attentive chanting. And Bhagavad Gita is helping us because the more we know about the Lord, the better we can focus on Him. Yeah. Further. Yeah.
Text 47. Karmannevadikaraste ma phaleshu kadachana ma karma phalheturbhur ma te sangostva karmani. You have the right to perform your prescribed duties, but you are not entitled to the fruits of action. Never consider yourself the cause of the results of your activities, and never be attached to not doing your duty.
So let's stop here and discuss this verse. It's a very important verse. So it consists of several parts. First of all, you have a right to perform your prescribed duty. So what is our right? We have rights and responsibilities. What is our right?
I didn't get it.
What is our right according to this verse? We have the right, right?
Karma.
To perform.
To perform the karma.
Yeah, to perform our prescribed duty, yes. So this is our direct right. We can do it. But you are not entitled to the fruit of action.
Yes.
We don't have the right for what? For the fruit of, for the result. Yeah, because the result belongs to who? To Krishna. That's right. So what happens, let's discuss, what happens to us if we act, but we understand that result doesn't belong to us? If we are staying within our spiritual boundaries, we know that we have the right to perform our duty, but nobody promises you the result.
We'll just perform it for the happiness of the Lord.
That's it.
That's it.
Right? Is it easy? It's not easy, right?
It's not easy, but
It's
it
not.
takes time. It takes time.
But it's possible.
It's possible, yeah.
That's right. It's not easy. So basically, don't expect that tomorrow you will be detached. Just remember that you have the right to perform your prescribed duty. And don't think about the result, and your anxiety will be gone. The next, never consider yourself the cause of the results. So what happens when something goes wrong? What do we think? It's because of me, it's because of him, it's because of someone else. Right? So if I'm not the cause, then somebody else is the cause. It's the same thing. But here it said, never consider yourself the cause of the results of your activities. It is the fact that we have our responsibility. We do something. But since the result doesn't belong to us, for example, mother takes care of a child, it doesn't guarantee that the child will become healthy. So we will continue. Reading text 247. It's a very important text. Thank you so much.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. And I don't know, we don't have time for questions, but remind yourself to ask your questions that you have from today's session at our next session, already in January. Happy New Year, everyone. And we'll see you at next Tuesday Sangha. Thank you so much.